Hello, car lovers. Driving today the 2023 Ford Escape plug-in hybrid. What to say about this vehicle? I have a few things to say, but first an overview. The Ford Escape PHEV comes in only one trim and in front-wheel drive only. In the province of Quebec, where I live, customers just love all-wheel drive, but that's where the bad news ends. According to the government websites, this Ford is eligible for $2,500 from Quebec, which is a pain in the rear as the rebate is not offered at the dealership, rather a bureaucratic mail-in, whereas the $5,000 Canadian rebate is credited at the dealer directly. You get a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, a 14.4 kilowatt-hour battery, 12 hours to charge on the 110-volt, 3.5 hours to charge on the 240-volt. The combined output of these motors, 210 horsepower, which is plenty. This compact SUV is made in the USA and the transmission is a CVT. 60 kilometers of electric range, 5.6 liters in the city, 6.3 liters on the highway. Plug-in hybrids generate no range anxiety. I am always surprised at how many people don't know the difference between hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and electric. Hybrids have a small battery and helps the vehicle accelerate off the line. Plug-in hybrids have a medium-sized battery and you can plug your car in the socket, drive on battery power alone, and then when the battery runs out, the gas engine turns on and powers the vehicle and it behaves like a conventional hybrid. Ford Escape PHEV stands for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, though a simple hybrid is available, as is a gas-only Escape available. You can get Escape PHEV for $50,000 and there's an extra $5,000 option in which you get leather seats, B&O sound system, and a bunch of other things. Not exactly a value. This vehicle, although somewhat bland to look at, really displays its well-rounded qualities when you drive it. We're back. So how is this vehicle? Well, I have more of a sentiment to express rather than a cold assessment. When I reviewed this vehicle, the first time I reviewed it in 2020, I thought it was an excellent vehicle. So I was really struck by how homogeneous and competent it was. Well, I'm here to report in 2023, in November 2023, that this vehicle has aged extremely gracefully. The exterior is very nice, not too big, the wheels. So that's very good. Comfortable ride, quiet ride. It rides very well on the Montreal Trail. Extremely, better than most actually. So the Ford suspension, high level. This interior is, although smaller than the competition, it's still quite decently spacious. I would say you're sitting up high, good visibility, all the qualities you would expect from this kind of vehicle. People are just buying compact crossovers. They're just so good. Nice room in back, nice room in the trunk. This interior layout, it might not be the highest quality, but it is extremely competent. Excellent infotainment, which is what we interface with more and more. Nice digital dash. Very crappy heads-up display. This should just chuck it. And probably this heads-up display is the only flaw of this vehicle. And comfortable seats, decent leather, decent build quality, not the best. Its competitors all do something better. So if we look at the RAV4, the reliability is better. The space is better, but however, this car I think is maybe a bit more of a looker. I find this infotainment is a bit easier to use, and it's perhaps a little bit less expensive. So very good, and they're more available. So very good on that level. All right, so, the Honda CR-V is bigger, more refined, more everything, but it costs way more. This plug-in hybrid is 50 grand. The hybrid, non-plug-in hybrid, there's no plug-in hybrid available for a CR-V. It's 53,000 in Canada, all equipped. You could look at some of its other competitors like Subaru, which has probably a less sexy exterior styling, but has a better four-wheel drive, has more space inside. You see, all its competitors, they're going to have like this flaw. There's like a kink, right? Whereas when you're in this vehicle, there are no flaws. It's not overperforming in anything, but it is extremely homogeneous. And that's the thought I'm left with. So a very simple review. I think it's, if you go look at this vehicle with an engineer's checklist, you may get a 7 or a 7.5 because it does nothing extraordinary. However, if you do it with a sensible, holistic approach, you're going to hit 8.5, I think, when you're looking at this vehicle. I'm not saying it's dethroning the big three. I'm just saying it is extremely homogeneous and worthy of your consideration. I think this is a great vehicle. I think this is the best vehicle Ford makes after the F-150. And that's saying a lot. I've tried all the Fords. It is really competent, and it's a joy to drive it for the daily routine. I'm telling you, it's above and beyond a lot of its competitors that cost more. So those are my thoughts on the very good Ford Escape. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course, you should subscribe. And that is it.